Known as a chart-topping soloist and as half of a duet act with his sister Cece, BeBe Winans found success in the contemporary gospel and R&B sectors with his rich voice and warm, soulful style. Born in Detroit in 1962, Benjamin BeBe Winans is the youngest brother and seventh of 10 siblings born to recording artists Mom and Pop Winans. 4 of his older brothers record as gospel vocal group, the Wayans. While BeBe contributed backing vocals to some of the Winans recordings, he made his official debut as half of Bebe and Cece Winans with his younger sister Priscilla in 1984. The PTL Records issued album, Lord Lift Us Up, reached number 20 on the Billboard Top Gospel Albums chart. Bebe and Cece signed with Sparrow Records in 1987. Bebe and Cece Winans, which reached number 7 on the gospel chart before they had their first number 1 in 1989. Heaven. They returned to the top spot 2 years later with Different Lifestyles, which proved to be their sole R&B hip-hop number 1. The siblings released 2 more albums, in 1993, First Christmas, and in 1994, Relationships, both top 10 gospel records, before pursuing separate solo careers. In the meantime, Sparrow issued their greatest hits in 1996. BeBe presented his first solo album, BeBe Winans, on Atlantic Records in October 1997. Featuring the Hot 100 single, In Harm's Way, it landed in the top 5 of the gospel and Christian album charts, peaking on the Billboard 200. He went all the way to number 30 in the 2000 Motown-issued Love and Freedom, which topped the gospel chart. The concert album Live and Up Close followed in 2002, with the holiday collection My Christmas Prayer arriving in 2003. Both made the gospel top 5. My Christmas Prayer was the first release for Winans' own movement group Imprint, an offshoot of Still Waters. Continuing on Movement Group, the number 2 gospel album Dream was released in 2005. The live church arrived via Koch Records 2 years later and hit number 7. In 2009, BeBe and Cece reunited for their first album in 15 years, treating fans to Still, a gospel chart topper that reached number 12 on the Billboard 200. Over the next 5 years, Winans was featured on albums by the likes of Vashon Mitchell, Kirk Whalum, and Ricky Dillard and New G, as well as contributing to Greenleaf, the Gospel Companion soundtrack, Volume 1. In 2019, he co-produced One Last Time 44 remix from Lin-Manuel Miranda's Hamilton series with Alex Lacamoire. Featuring Barack Obama, it landed in the R&B Top 30. That year, he also released Need You, his first solo album in 7 years. It arrived via Regimen Records. He continues to make solo projects, but in 2022, Mary Mary, BeBe, and Cece Winans, the 2 iconic groups, battle it out in love for the latest verses.